pick this one off. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 72 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, 41 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Titans nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill over the middle to Smith.
Pass.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 44 yards. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 27-yard line.
We dominate today.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Nifty move. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Ravens 21, Titans 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
3rd and 5.
Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
More yards.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
27-yard.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The Titans will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To the air again, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Running from the gun with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this will be caught at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Over on downs.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mix the score.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This is Smith with a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
1st down, Tennessee.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Henry, the ball carrier. Derek Wolfe there on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
on 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drop.
And this is caught at the 20. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20.
Baltimore.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 57 yards. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the... And they're going to come